Okay, example number 1, given the equation x squared over 16 plus y squared over 4 is equal to 1. Since our variable x and y are in a squared or second degree and it is equal to 1, definitely we can say that this is an equation of an ellipse. But in graphing ellipse, the first thing that we need to do is to determine the orientation of its graph. So first is you have to take a look at the denominator. So we have 16 and 14 as the denominator. And always remember, kung nasaan si larger denominator, that is considered our a squared. And the smaller one will be our b squared. Therefore, we can write this equation in the form, x squared over a squared kasi larger si 16, ibig sabihin siya sa a squared, plus y squared over 4, yan yung smaller natin, yan ngayon si b squared is equal to 1. Take note if ang ating a squared daw ay nasa ilalim ni x squared, ito siya, at si b squared ay nasa ilalim ni y squared, ibig sabihin ang orientation ng ating ellipse ay horizontal ellipse. Horizontal ellipse. Okay, this is a horizontal ellipse. At ang magiging graph natin is something like this. For a while, okay, pahiga siya yung ating magiging graph. So, ganito ang ating magiging graph. Now, the next step is you have to determine the value of A, the value of B, and the value of C. From the equation, we have already the value of A squared. So, eto si A squared, eto si B squared. So, we can say na A squared is equal to 16. A squared is equal to 16, and we have B squared is equal to 4. Our goal is to get the value of A and the value of B. How are we going to do that? You have to get the square root of both sides of the equation to get the value of A. A square root of A squared is A, and the square root of 16 is positive 4 or 4. So we have now the value of A. For B, square root both sides of the equation. So square root of B squared is B, and the square root of 4 is 2. Now, the value of B is equal to 2. Ano na lang ang kulang natin? We have the value of C. And take note, the formula in finding the value of C is from the Pythagorean theorem. That is A squared minus B squared. So, ang A squared natin is 16. Nasa equation na yon. So, C is equal to the square root of 16 minus yung B squared natin, which is ito, yung 4. And therefore, C is equal to the square root of 12. So, C is equal to the square root of 3 kasi 4 times 3, that is what? So, 2 the square root of 3. And in decimal, we have to get the decimal kasi ipaplat natin yan as a point. Okay, so ang decimal, equivalent decimal niya is 3.46. Let us use 1 decimal place. So, this can be written as 3.5. Ito yung gagamitin natin. Take note of the values of A, the values of B, and the values of C kasi yun lang ang gagamitin natin pagdating sa ating mga vertices and other parts of the parabola. Now, we have to proceed with our foci. Tandaan natin, we have two foci. Dalawang focus ang hahanapin natin. If we're going to analyze the figure, dito tayo sa figure na horizontal ellipse, ang magiging focus natin ay nasa ating, take note, ang ating center is 0, 0. Ibig sabihin, nasa origin ang center natin. Ang focus natin lies on our x-axis. Ito si y-axis natin, and ito naman ang ating x-axis. So, ibig sabihin, ang foci natin is nasa ating x-axis. So, di ba, kung makatatandaan natin, from focus to center is si Kabilaan yan kasi equidistance, parehong C. Ibig sabihin, ang magiging coordinates ng focus natin is dito negative C, 0, tapos dito naman sa kabila is we have the positive C, 0. Kaya kung mapapansin natin, ang formula natin is we have the positive negative value of C, 0. Ano ba ang C natin? We have C is equal to 3.5. Okay? So, first, let us use the positive. Yun yung magiging first point natin or focus. That is positive 3.5, 0. And then, the second one is we have the negative. Kasi ito yung nasa left or negative x-axis. 3.5, 0. Now, let's proceed with our major axis. So, ang major axis natin, kailangan natin kunin ang equation, location, the length, and our vertices. Okay? So, ang major axis natin is we have the equation first. Kung babalikan ulit natin yung ating graph dito, ang ating major axis ay nasa x-axis. Ibig sabihin, it is horizontal. And it passes through the origin na 0, 0. Ibig sabihin, ang ating value ni x ay 0. Right? Ibig sabihin, ang magiging equation natin, since yan ay horizontal, it will be y is equal to the value of our y coordinate. That is 0. Kaya ang equation natin is y is equal to 0. Lagi yan kapag horizontal ellipse. Now, ang location natin, which I've already mentioned a while ago, nasa x-axis. Lies on the x-axis. Ang length naman natin is 2a. Bakit po 2a? Remember, in the parts of the ellipse, ang ating semi-major axis or major radius is equal to a. Ibig sabihin, from vertex to center, this is equivalent to A. Similarly, from center to the other vertex, that is A. Kaya ang vertex 1 to vertex 2, that is A plus A is considered as 2A. To get the length of the major axis, just use the formula 2A. And ang A po natin is 4, right? So, we have now the formula. Ang A natin is, lagay lang natin para hindi tayo nalilito. A is equal to 4. So, 2A is equal to 2 times 4. Therefore, it is 8 units. Now, let us get the vertices. When we say vertices again, it is those are the endpoints of our major axis. Balikan ulit natin yung figure. Okay? So, pag vertices po natin, yun yung endpoints ng major axis. Nandito siya. So, eto po siya. Lies on our x-axis. Ibig sabihin, ang x niya is yung ating value ni A. Kasi nga, from vertex to center, that is A. So, kung nasa left side siya ng origin, ibig sabihin, it is negative A, yung value ni Y, which is 0. Okay? Tapos, dito sa kabila, sa right side, positive x-axis siya. Ibig sabihin, positive A, 0. That's why we have the formula, positive, negative A, 0. Okay, yun yung ating vertices ng major axis. Pero may technique dito or shortcut. Para hindi kayo nalilito kahit hindi ninyo tingnan ang graph, you just have to take a look at the equation. Now, in the given equation, sabi ko kanina, ito yung form niya, di ba? Now, saan ba nakalagay si A natin? Di ba? Nasa ilalim siya ni X. Ibig sabihin, doon natin ilalagay si value ni A. When it comes to center is at the origin. Okay? This can be applicable only if the center is at the origin. So, hindi nyo na kailangan sa uluhin ang formula. Just analyze the graph. Okay, go back to the table. That means, ang atin ngayong vertex is, again, ang value na is 4. So, let us use first the positive 4. So, 4, 0, and we have the other one which is negative 4, 0. We're done with the major axis. Let's move on to our minor axis. Same with our major, may apat tayong kukunin, which is the equation, the location, the length, and the co-vertices. So, punta ulit tayo sa graph para mas ma-analyze natin. So, if the major axis is horizontal, ibig sabihin, kabaliktaran si minor axis, perpendicular to the major axis and also passes through the center. Ibig sabihin, ito yung ating minor axis. And take note, it is denoted by small letter b. So, ito ngayon si minor axis. Ibig sabihin po, kung si center to co-vertex 1 is b and center to co-vertex 2 is another b, definitely, ang minor axis natin is 2b. Okay? So, ang ating co-vertex is vertical. Ibig sabihin, ang ating y ngayon ang may value ni b at ang x ay 0. Okay, so 0, since nasa above siya ni origin, it is positive b. And the other one is 0, kabaliktaran naman, negative b. Okay, that's why we have the formula in finding the co-vertices as 0, positive, negative, b. Okay po? But we have a shortcut, just like what we have in our major axis. Now, in the given equation, asan ba si b squared? Diba, kung babalikan natin ang equation, si b squared ay nakay y squared. Ibig sabihin, doon natin ilalagay si value ni b. Okay, if and only if, again, the center is at 0, 0. So, i-fill up na natin itong table. Ang minor axis natin is, since vertical siya, therefore, ang equation niya is x. X, anong madadaanan ni y? 0. Kaya x is equal to 0. Asan ba ang ating minor axis? Vertical lies on our y-axis. And what is the length? Sabi natin kanina, b plus b is equal to 2b. So, 2b, ang b natin is 2. Therefore, we have now 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Yun yung ating length ng minor axis. O, diba, mas mahaba, laging mas mahaba si major axis. Ang major axis natin is, we have 8, we have 8 and ang ating minor axis is 4 only. Now, let's get the vertices. So, 0, positive, negative b. Okay, let's separate the points. 0, yung positive b muna, that is 2. And then, the other one is 0, negative 2. Simple as that. Now, let us have the x-intercept. So, when we say x-intercept and y-intercept, it should be x-intercept. Ito naman si y-intercept. Pag x-intercept po, yun yung madadaanan ni ellipse sa ating x-axis. Diba? So, x-axis, ibig sabihin, yung ating x-intercept is yung ating values ni x sa ating vertices. Ito po yun. So, of course, yun yung negative a and positive a. Kaya nga ang formula para makuha ang x-axis natin, if horizontal, is we have positive, negative a. So, let's do that. That is, we have, ang x-intercept natin is positive, negative 2. Ang y-intercept naman natin is yung madadaanan na point ni ellipse sa ating y-axis. Ibig sabihin, yun yung ating nasa minor axis, which is our b. So, positive, ang a pala natin, ang a natin is 4. Sorry for that. Let me recheck. So, it should be positive, negative 4. Ang ating ang ating x-intercept, kasi dadaan siya sa positive, negative 4. Ang y-intercept naman natin is positive, negative 2. Now, let us have the directrices. we have two directrices. Kasi parallel, di ba, from the definition, ang ating directrices is parallel to our latus recta. That is a plural form of latus rectum. So, kung dalawang latus rectum natin, ibig sabihin, dalawa yung ating directrix. Okay? So, ang directrix natin, since ang latus rectum natin, balikan natin yung nandito sa graph, nasa focus siya, di ba, ang latus rectum. So, andito siya. Ito yung focus natin. Nandito ngayon si latus rectum. Dalawang latus rectum. So, that's vertical. Ibig sabihin, ang equation natin is x. Kung ang line is vertical, again, uulitin ko, x ang ating equation. So, paano makukuha si directrix? X is equal to positive, negative, a squared over c. So, ibig sabihin, positive, negative, a squared is x is equal to positive, negative 16 over 3.5. So, yung isa ay, what is 16 divided by 3.5? That is 4.57. Ibig sabihin, ang ating directrix ay, lagay na lang natin dito, x is equal to positive 4.57, dadaan siya yung line natin at x is equal to negative 4.57. Okay? I-ano na lang natin, i-box para hindi kayo nalilito. So, again, ito si directrix po natin. Now, let us move on to our latus rectum. So, ang latus rectum natin ay vertical, kagaya nung pinakita ko. So, kung nasaan si focus, kung ano yung value ng x ni focus, yun din ang magiging value ng ating endpoints ng latus rectum. Okay? Kagaya na sinabi ko, since we have two latus recta, it means that we have 4 endpoints of the latus recta. So, ang titingnan lang natin is yung value ni C. So, ang equation natin is x positive, negative, the value of C. Ang C natin, again, is 3.5. So, ibig sabihin, x is isang positive C, 3.5, at yung isa naman ay x is equal to negative 3.5. Yun na yun, yung equation natin ng latus rectum. So, ibig sabihin, dadaan siya sa 3.5, yung ating vertical line, at negative 3.5. Ang direction is, since x yan, it means vertical. Kapag ang ating ellipse is horizontal ellipse, ang latus rectum niya lagi is vertical line. Now, what about the length of its latus rectum? Hindi na siya kagaya ng parabola na 4a lang. You have to use the formula 2b squared over a. So, ang b natin, balikan lang natin, ang b squared natin is 4, ang a lang natin is 4. Hindi 16 na, kasi a squared yon. Ang b squared natin is 4. So, 2b squared over a. Ang 2b squared natin is 2 times 4 over 4. That is 8 over 4, which is equal to 2. Yun yung length ng ating latus rectum. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ang magiging endpoint po natin ay we have this formula. I-divide mo lang yung ating latus rectum ng 2. Kasi nga, 'di ba, half of latus rectum is yung focus to endpoint of the latus rectum. So, pwedeng diretso na 2, i-divide mo lang ito, si 2 over 2 is equal to 1. Same lang ng magiging sagot. So, pero sige, ipakita natin. So, first, latus rectum is we have ito muna. Negative C, ang negative C natin is negative 3.5 Ito yung nasa left side ng ating origin. Negative 3.5, positive, positive, negative, b squared. Ang b squared natin is 4 over 4. So, ibig sabihin, that is negative 3.5, negative 3.5, positive, negative 1. Okay? And then, yung isa naman positive, ito yung nasa right side ng origin, na latus rectum. So, we have positive 3.5, positive, negative, b squared over a, which is ito yon 4 over 4. So, ibig sabihin, it is simply 3.5 positive, negative 1. And yung eccentricity naman natin, it is the flatness. So, ang formula lang natin is E over C, E is equal to C over A. Ang C natin is 3.5, ang A naman natin is 4 na lang. So, let's use calculator. 3.5 divided by 4 is equal to 0.875. It is closer to 1. So, ibig sabihin, maliit lang siya, malapit na siya maging flat. Now, since complete na tayo sa ating table, we can now proceed to our graph. Okay, so let's do that. Let's start with our, in graphing, actually, ang kailangan lang natin ay yung, in graphing, ang kailangan lang natin ay vertices, the co-vertices, yun lang. Vertices and the co-vertices. So, our vertices are the following points. Ipa-plot na natin. We have 4, 0. It's here. Ito yung ating, lagyan natin ng point A, lagyan natin ng name. So, ang ating vertices ay nandito. 4, ito si A, we have 4, 0, and yung isang vertex natin is nandito. So, B, we have negative 4, 0. Okay? And then, we have, tinan natin ha, ang ating co-vertices naman is positive, 0, positive, negative 2. So, co-vertices natin is nandito sa taas. So, let's say ito si C, we have 0, positive 2, at ito naman si, nasa ng ating 1, 2, ito si D, D is 0, negative 2. Now, to graph, ang gagawin lang natin is, i-connect lang natin si vertices and co-vertices. So, ito yung magiging graph niya. Hindi pa triangle baka gayahin nyo yan. Mahirap lang i-graph. Pero yan ay dapat ganyan siya. It should be like that. Not so perfect, but I hope kapag nag-graph kayo ay perfect siya. Mahirap lang kasi naka-paint ako. So, yun. Ngayon, ang magiging measure ng ating, ito yung center natin, syempre, center yan, 0, 0. Tingnan natin kung tama ha. Ang A daw natin is 4. Ang B natin is 2. Ang C natin is 3.5. Yun yung mga length natin. So, ang semi-major axis natin, length is 4 units from the center daw. Mag-count tayo. So, from here, count tayo. We have from center, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is A, tama? So, ito si A, semi-major axis. Tama, 4 units. Same with the other one. So, from 0 to 4, 4 units also. Now, let's have our B. So, from center to our minor, yung co-vertices natin. So, from center 1, 1, 2, 2 units. Ganon din sa baba, 2 units. Ngayon, paano natin ilo-locate si focus? Kunin natin si 3.5 units from our center. So, count tayo, 1, 2, 3. Ibig sabihin, nandito si ating focus. So, eto si focus. Okay? Eto si F1, tapos si F2 ay nandito. Magulo lang, pero sana naiintindihan. F2. Okay, yun. That's it for our example number 1.